Hey, what's going on, everybody? So coming at you today with a brand new build, um, a very sentimental build on my end. So I've been playing paintball since about 1997, so over 20 years, and uh, during that time I worked at a store, I worked at a paintball field for a really long time, and I was always able to get my paintball guns for cost. That was one of the perks of the job, working as a paintball referee. But there was one marker in particular that I wanted so bad. It is actually to this day the only paintball marker, and I've owned over like well over 150 paintball guns. It's the only one I've ever paid full retail price for, and I have a picture of it. I'll show you right here. So yes, I went through, like I'm sure a lot of people out there did. I went through like a big time Dynasty Fanboy stage in the early 2000s, and at the time they were shooting the Blue Haze Cobra Mamba Angel LCDs, and those things were really sweet. Like they were just awesome. But there were two major problems with me getting one. One, you couldn't get the Blue Haze one from Cobra. That was like a Dynasty exclusive color, and also the regular Mamba LCDs were really expensive. I think they were like, I think the retail on them was $15.95 for a solid color Mamba LCD. And in reality, they were kind of like the dark LCDs, where they were really just like a private label stock Angel LCD with just kind of milling. And I think Cobra gave you a lifetime warranty on it, which I guess that's cool. But um, so I was never going to be able to get that. And then as I was browsing around the internet, either Action Village or paintballgear.com, I don't know which one, they're the same thing, but I don't know which one it was at that point. They had some limited edition Haze Angel LCDs on their website. So I went to my guy at the paintball field and said, hey, can you give me a price? Like, how much are those? He came back to me and said, hey, none of my distributors can get those. They must be either limited edition, or they just can't get them. So I was like between a rock and a hard place, and I ended up just biting the bullet, saved up a ton of money, and worked my tail off so I could buy a brand new Blue Haze Angel LCD from paintballgear.com or whatever it was. So that was then. I ended up getting rid of it, obviously, moved on, but it always stuck with me because that was like the only time I ever paid retail for the internet for a paintball gun. Um, so I've always wanted to get one back. Was looking really hard for one, and then finally had a little bit extra spending money and tracked one down. Put a post up on one of the Facebook groups, and somebody said, hey, I've got one. And let me tell you something, this thing is in really rough shape. I probably overpaid for it slightly, but I didn't want to like haggle or anything like that. I offered him what I could afford, and what I thought he'd be willing to sell it for, and he said yes. So this is what we got now. It's been drilled for the old HK, like JB Weld eye system. So it's got drilled, and then the bottom is milled right there. Oops, sorry, right there you can see. So gonna have to do something with those eye holes. I'm not gonna run eyes on it. I don't want to. So gonna figure out that situation. I can guarantee you I will not keep this volumizer on it. I don't know what people are thinking ever making these, or buying these, or putting them on your Angel. The only thing they were good for is like popping airball bunkers. I mean, it needs a lot of work. It's disgusting. The breech, you won't be able to see it really well. So when I first got it, the very first thing I did was I went to open the breech open, and it's like, oh, that's not how that's supposed to be. So I was able to get it open, but like it's in just such a really rough shape. I mean, it's the bolt doesn't fall out. I don't know if you guys can see that the bolt is, there's so much crud in there. Like I have to like just disgusting. Like this thing needs so much TLC to clean, but we're gonna get it going. The trigger doesn't have a trigger spring. It's missing screws. Some of these screws, I'm not sure if they're the right screw. But I actually I already have a lead on some matching parts, so that's cool. This feed deck's not bad, but I just don't really like it on this one, so um, we're gonna go through and rebuild it and turn this into a shooter. So that's it. That's what we're starting with. Alright, what's up everybody? Back here with the Blue Haze Angel LCD project. I'm just going to take you for a quick little run around of what's all going in it. First and foremost, the most important thing we did was we broke it down, took it apart, and gave it a bath. This thing was soaking in nice soapy water for a while, even a little bit of acetone too, to just kind of break down some of the gunk. I mean, it was super dirty, really needed the bath. And came out great, so it's really clean. Just got done putting the solenoid in, and then also due to some great people in the Angel owners groups on Facebook, I was able to get some matching stock parts. Most importantly was the solenoid cover. I was able to get a solenoid cover that matched, and then also a VASA that matched as well. Quick aside, if anybody else has one of these Blue Haze Angel LCDs and they're missing some parts, I actually got 2 of these from the same guy. He sent me both of them, and I also got 2 matching feed necks. So if anybody out there has a Blue Haze Angel LCD and needs some parts, I'd be happy to pay it forward and get you a matching VSA and feed neck. So coming together well. Going to end up using this stock, this single trigger frame. As I took it apart, I knew it was PM7 modded, but this one was done really, really well. The frame was machined to make sure you can fit the 9-volt battery in there really nice. Anybody that's ever done a PM7 mod, it's kind of hit or miss how well it fits. But because this frame was machined, everything fits in really, really well. Ooh, almost knocked the camera over. And then also this had really nice metal mounts, so want to keep using that. I did get a Virtue board for it. I actually had this already, but never had something to use it on. But I have a Virtue board on it or for it, so I'm going to use that. Also going to use the stock mini reg. Went through and broke that down and rebuilt it. Finally got some 90 durometer O-rings for inside there that it needs. So hopefully that works. You know, we'll test that out, but hopefully that should be good. Feed neck wise, got this new mix stub. Already tried it on, so the breech does clear. Pretty low profile clamping, looks nice. You know, the stock feed neck is just a little bit, it's too high, doesn't clamp. I'm going to hold on to it, but I think I'm going to end up using this. I really like the way it looks. I think it looks pretty sharp on there from just kind of mocking everything up. I do have a jam bolt. Going to test this out, see how it does, or I might just find myself a normal soft face bolt. But I do like the fact that the front is flat, so it keeps the ball really well positioned, you know, from rolling back. Now, as far as the lower tube, so got some cool things. The ram that I took out of this was in rough shape. It worked. I tested out. The ram did work, but I've had this in my parts bin for a while. It's a known working ram. I don't like rebuilding Angel rams. I don't really have the tools to do a great job with it. You know, and I also don't have the patience, you know, and I really would rather not mar up my shaft and then have a bunch of issues with it. So this is a known working ram. It's got a stainless steel hammer, which I like, so I'm going to end up using that from the parts bin. Got this, found this. I thought this was pretty cool. This is actually a rat valve from Shock Tech for the Angel LCD. I haven't put the O-rings on it. It needs an O-ring on the stem, but it uses the Rat 2 plastic cup seal. Well, I guess Rat 3 now too. But so aftermarket valve, kind of cool. Kind of excited to see how that works out. And then I'm going to use an AKA LPR. Always wanted to kind of have something worth trying this out on, so I picked it up, brand new from AKA. So I'm going to use AKA LPR. I'm going to use the stock valve spring, obviously, on this rat valve, hammer, and go from there. But it's exciting. Looking forward to getting this thing up and running. Got a little appointment with my machinist friend on Monday. Today's Friday. Actually, tomorrow is the 4th of July. Yeah. So to talk about options as far as plugging the eye holes, but there you go. Next time you see it, we will have it all together and be firing it. We're back. We've got it. All right, really happy with how it came out. Took me a while to get all the regs set up. You know, the original WDP reg that I had on there, just the stock reg, really wasn't happy with the performance of it. Didn't feel like it was keeping up, especially on ramping. I've got it set up, it's on 10.5 ramping right now. Just got off the field. Thing is great. Took my time because I had it completely torn down. The first time I tried to set it up with a newly rebuilt regulator and a new LPR, it was really tough for me to get it set up right. So I took off the LPR, put in a stock LPR with 3 shims. Game next to me started, or it's ending. Used the stock LPR with 3 shims, set my velocity, got it set, got this put where I want it to be, and then I pulled out the LPR, installed this, and adjusted this so that I was getting the same velocity as I was with the previous LPR. So long story short, it's all set up, timed, tuned. Like I said, been playing with it today, and it's been killing. It's been great. So really like how it turned out. Again, this is on ramping. Just really happy all around. Plug the eye holes, single trigger frame, been good. It's been just really happy with it. Got to take the goggles also, see, but been really happy with it, how it came out. I mean, I'm just about a case through. I don't want to jinx myself, but I'm just about a full case through today, and I haven't broken a ball yet. It's been pretty consistent, you know. It's been good, man. Paint isn't perfect, but it's actually better than I'm typically used to. But one last rope here that we can see good. Yeah. Didn't break the ball. All the way down to the end. That's, if you know anything about Angels, if you can shoot a hopper completely dry and not chop a ball, that's pretty, that's a good, yeah, I didn't break it. Nice, man. That's pretty solid setup. So, either that or I just got lucky. I don't know. But either way, really happy. You know, a lot of sentimental value in this one. You know, had one when I was a kid. Don't expect to ever get rid of this. It's going to see a lot of play. Really, really excited. Really excited. You know, clamping feed net, everything just came out, you know, just about exactly how I wanted it to. I wish I could have used the stock regulator from an aesthetic standpoint, but if it's not going to work, it's not going to work, man. And my markers, you know, Angels, they're for fields, man, not pegboards. So I'm excited that this thing is ripping and it's going to get a lot of use. So hope you like it. Thanks for tuning in. Really appreciate it. Pow. You're hit! You're hit! Oh, how about it? You good?